when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. It's going to be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up second and 7 at the 29-yard line.
From 29, here's second and 7. To throw is shut. The throw here is complete. Down the sideline. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 55 yards on the game.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Shuck looking to throw on first down. Out to his right. Off he goes. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
We'll come to the line now on second and 2. On the handoff, it's Etienne. And he'll get into the end zone. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, New Orleans. Touchdown number 9 for the year. They'll line it up to kick the extra point. Oh, big problems there on the conversion. Poor snap. It is no good. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. This is fielded inside the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Here we go. We got Diggy.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage, but he's not gaining any either. It's third down.
Brings up third and 13.
Now Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
At the 29-yard line.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker.
Third and a yard. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he is going to have a Bears first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. They'll stay on the ground. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Tackles at the 40-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
We are through one. 6-0 is our score. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
On 3rd and 2, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burton, the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
And the defense knew they had to be ready for anything here on 3rd and short. They decided to put the ball in the air, and they might have been better off keeping that ball on the ground because because that defense was ready for it, and they were all over it.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They'll go. It's Swift. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it. And they stuff him on 4th down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. This throw left side taken in by the rookie wide receiver. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. That is a big gainer for the Saints. It's a gain of 34. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. Now a handoff, ETN, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd down, and here is Shuck. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Saints. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Now, for the point after. He's got it. And the Saints extend their advantage to 13-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
Let us go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And this won't go for much, maybe a couple, but he does show you that make-you-miss ability that he has.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's over the middle and taken in by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
That's That's to the rookie out of Missouri, Luther Burton. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
What is on? 12.
Now a handoff, running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Ryan Brucey on the stop. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Here's a second and 9.
What is up?
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body was man up, wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
9 yards to go.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, it's Williams. He gets this complete to Burton. And he will get into the end zone. Luther Burton. Touchdown, Chicago. And that is touchdown number 1 in the National Football League career of a guy, Greg, taken high in the draft, hoping for moments like that.
When you get drafted in the first round, Mike, let alone as a wide receiver, the expectation in the NFL today is that you need to come in and be an immediate impact player. Plays like this continue to build that relationship with the quarterback, and I think this guy's got a real bright future.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Brown now to return it. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. From the gun, it's Shuck. That's deep for Olave. It is caught. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 79 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
The kicker on for the point after. His kick
The PAT, up and good. Saints add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Khalif Raymond to return it. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
What is it on? Vegas!
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Axel.
Throwing on second down. Williams to the right side. Caught by Burton. The Bears use one of their timeouts here. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Third and 3.
They're down and 3.
Ready to run! Yeah, yeah.
To throw is Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears are back within 6. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Brown now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They bring the tight end in motion. Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Now Shuck on 3rd down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. And now we'll get a late timeout coming in the waning moments of this 2nd quarter. So 4th down, and Ryan Wright on to punt it away, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there.
Their own 43-yard line.
And you know we don't get like your birthday. You'll find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. Give me the pillow. I'm gonna have it. I ain't gonna make it. So come give me a hug. Get it again. You can find me in the club. Mama, I got what you need. Vegas, Vegas!
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it. And that's going to bring an end to this first half. interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The third quarter begins with a run. He gets free. Still on the move. Inside the 10. And he is gone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Brown now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first down, Shuck. The right side to Olave. And he'll get about 8 on that run, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Here's 3rd and 2. Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Alvin Kamara that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal. But nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He's got his man, that's Olave. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Throwing again, Shuck. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Devin Book. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Chicago.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Hey, volunteer, volunteer, volunteer.
give up the middle with Swift. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down.
Vegas!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
What is up? Here we go.
He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. To the pylon, he's pinned. Posted Loveland. Touchdown there.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who've also scored throughout the league.
Next, the score Bears 48, Saints 20. Carlos Santos with the call for Chicago.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Brown now to return it. He'll come across the 20 and take him down at the 21-yard line. Chuck looking to throw on first down. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And he'll be ripped out of bounds after a gain of 6.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Chuck to throw on second down. Moving to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Third down, 3 to go. Chuck. He's going to air this one out. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go. And here's Chuck. escaping the pressure right. That's taken in, and he will have the first down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the third quarter, they convert on fourth down.
Every team in the league has their own set of scramble rules, and what that means, Mike, is when the pocket breaks down and the quarterback gets flushed, everyone understands, based on where they are in the field, how they can remain friendly to the quarterback. Great execution here, leads to a nice game. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd and 10. On the give, it's ETN. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Pick up on the 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Saints.
Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. Down the field, it's caught on that left sideline. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 33 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Shuck. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he... will score! Touchdown, New Orleans.
Really nice job there by the receiver, understanding what to do after you secure the catch and the ability to target him in the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. If you can hit them in stride and be accurate with the ball, there is a lot of green grass to pick up yards after the catch, and he's able to take this one all the way into the end zone for 6.
And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. And they will not be able to add with a 2-point conversion. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
What is it hard?
Drive will start on the ground, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll give on the ground. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop him for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. He will find Thomas. First time they've worked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 3. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. He's able to pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It is 2nd and 6.
What is up? Yes. Go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line. So right out of the 2-minute break, we get a timeout used by the defense with 1:56 to go. 3rd and 7.
What is it? Here we go.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one online. And it is good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Etienne. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. The man down the field, it's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, we should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Running very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Shuck. Forced to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the 1st down. Saints going to use their 2nd timeout. Stopping here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's Shuck. Exiting the pocket right. He'll take off again. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
The 6-yard line.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll run it here with Etienne. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, it's Shuck. On the run to the right. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And it's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Here we go. One final play. And this is going to be a touchdown. What a finish. They win it on the final play. So this one a win for the visiting Saints. It was a